35. Tea and Wonder. As we stepped out of the airport building and into the afternoon sunlight, the world seemed to hold its breath. The Mad Hatter's words, "Would you like an adventure now, or shall we have tea first?" took on a delightful irony. I thought, tea? Who needs tea when you're about to meet the sister you never knew? Bring on the adventure. My inner Alice trembled with anticipation. As I gazed towards Albie's car, the surreal beauty of it all whispered, "Curiouser and curiouser." As I caught sight of her, our eyes met through the partially rolled down window. The air crackled with recognition. Albie's face broke into a radiant smile, and then, in a whimsical flash, she mimed shooting me with an imaginary gun, her lips forming a playful pop. Our adventure was underway. Tea forgotten in the face of wonder. Cupid's arrow had transformed into Albie's whimsical bullet, striking true. That single gesture pierced my heart, and I knew I had found my sister. In the next breath, I was on my knees, car door open wide, embracing Albie in a joyous storm of laughter and tears, our hearts entwined like vines on an ancient trellis. As I held her close, I breathed in her essence, recognizing the depth of our connection, knowing her as if we'd never been apart. Decades melted away, and our bond felt timeless. Albie spoke non-stop, her words tumbling out through our shared sobs, my face buried against her chest and neck. But neither of us needed to comprehend the words. They flowed from a deep primal place of longing, knowing, and yearning. It didn't surprise me. I intuitively sensed that she had experienced me in the womb. Mystically, mysteriously, perhaps physically. I believe that's how our bond, our pact of sisterhood, took shape. Seamlessly it slipped into my heart, fitting perfectly, like a glove over a hand. We got into the car, Doe steering toward Mom Doreen's house on Pretoria's outskirts. They would drop us off, have the promised cup of tea, and then tackle the 300-kilometer drive back home, leaving Mom Doreen and me to spend our first night together. In the back seat, Mom Doreen and I sat hand in hand, my left hand wrapped over the front seat, embracing my baby sister. She placed her hand over mine, pressing, caressing, and stroking my skin. We talked non-stop, though I recall no single word. Humor bubbled beneath the surface among us. I recognized the familiarity, the sense that we spoke the same language. That humor is etched in our genes. It's a small piece of the bigger puzzle, now perfectly in place. Our laughter wove a tapestry of belonging. My inner Alice rode a unicorn of joy, its mane shimmering with sisterly magic.